Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to my channel. My name is Naima and I'm welcoming you in everywhere you are in this world, and thank you so much for watching my videos. Inshallah, today I would like to share with you all how much it cost me to live in Egypt. Before I moved to Egypt, I was living in Minnesota, United States. The place that I was living, the rent was $1,495. It was almost $1,500. It was just like, yeah, it was almost $1,500. And now that I live in Egypt, the bill that I get is only $1,500. And that bill that I get, I pay with my rent, I pay with my children tutors, I pay with my grocery shopping, I pay with my transportations. Alhamdulillah, and it's just fine. Like that 1,500 is just perfect for us on the whole month. Alhamdulillah, imagine that. And almost my rent was that much before I moved here, and now that I'm living in a good life for just 1,500, alhamdulillah. On top of that, I'm getting everything that I want. That includes food, that includes tours for my children, everything, alhamdulillah. And then if I break it down, the apartment that I live in is $230 a month. The electricity, when I don't use anything, like when I don't use cooler or heater, it's like around $10 to $15 a month if I don't use anything. Like if, of course, like I use the lights, I use the hot water and stuff like that. But what I mean by not anything, like if I don't use, what I mean is if I don't use a heater or a cooler. If I use a heater or a cooler, the electricity becomes very expensive. But if I don't use those two, the electricity is very cheap. But now it was winter, so January and February I use a lot of heaters. Like I have two big heaters and two small ones, so we were using those because the apartment gets really cold, like it's freezing cold inside, so we had to use them. And January I get almost $100 for electricity, and February I get almost $200 for electricity. But then I think right now I'm not using anything. At the beginning of March I stopped using the heaters, so I think it's gonna go back to $10 to $15, inshallah. I'm expecting that. And the schools that my children goes to, I don't pay them every month. It's like you have to pay it yearly, including the bus is 1,500. But if you have more than one child, they'll give you discounts. Not the bus, but the school, you'll get a discount. So the school, my children goes to Azhar, and they go to two different Azhar schools. My two younger ones, the school that they go to, it's a little bit expensive. For the whole year, for a child, it's like $1,020 for the school, and the bus for the whole year is around $500. But I have two, so it costs me like a little bit less than that because they give me some discount. I don't remember exactly how much discount I get it, but I get little discounts. Like the first child you pay full amount, but then the second child, the third child, and goes on, you will get a discount. So I have two in that school, so I just get a little bit discounts. My older son, the school that he goes to, it's a little bit cheaper. It's like around, for the year, it's like the school itself, it's between $800 to $900, and his bus is like around $400. So his school is a little bit cheaper, and you don't have to pay all that all at once. My older son's school, you can break it into 3 portions. Like you'll pay like they'll divide it into 3, so like you'll just pay half and half and half, 3 halves for the whole year. But what I did was I paid it half the first semester, and then when the second semester started, I went back and paid the second half. So I didn't want it to keep going back to school. But my younger children, their school is only 2 halves. Like you have to pay portion of those money. I think 60% you have to pay it the first semester, and then the next 40% you have to pay it the second semester, and that's how it goes. Alhamdulillah. I mean, that's outside of my bill though. Like the school money, it's just a yearly, and I pay that differently. But then my regular bill is 1,500, and that's just perfectly fine for us. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, it's very, very cheap to live in Egypt. On top of that, it's an Islamic country, and what's better than that? Like, it's a place that you can make a hijrah. It's a very affordable place, and the safety wise, it's a very, very safe, so you can raise your children without worrying so much. Alhamdulillah, it's amazing. The other thing that I want to say is things is getting a little bit expensive. When I first came in here, like when you are riding a bus, we used to pay 3 guinea. That's like less than 25 cents. But now we pay 4 guinea to ride the bus. So I think things like that are happening. And also my area, the apartments, even though I'm still living in the same rent that I rented when I first moved in here, but right now, like the newcomers or the people that wanted to move in this area now, the rent is a little bit expensive, but it's not that bad. It's like between $50 to $70 more than it is for me right now. So things like that just get a little bit expensive, but it's very affordable, and it's very cheap, alhamdulillah. Another thing that I want to mention is the dollars. The dollar, it increases and it decreases. Also, although since I moved here, it was just keep decreasing and decreasing and decreasing. When I first moved here, the $100 was equal to 1,800 Egyptian money. But now it decreases a little bit. The $100 is equal to 1,740 Egyptian pound. Yes, it did decreases, but I'm almost here for 2 years now, and it's still less than $10 than what I used to get before. So although it decreases, it's still not too bad. It's still good, alhamdulillah. So for anyone who wants to live here, it's affordable. Like you can come here and you can live here in a good life, and it's still not too expensive for you, inshallah. The last thing that I would like to share is the cost of the hospitals and the medications, inshallah. We don't have a regular doctor that we go to, but if I become sick or the children become sick, we always go to the hospitals. Like they have hospitals in here, they have clinics in here, and that you can just go to at any time. The most expensive one that I paid was one time my youngest became really sick, so I had to take him to the doctor, and then they had to keep him in the doctor for 2 days. And this doctor is it's called Saudi German Hospital. It's very expensive, but if I was back in the States, it wouldn't be, to me it would be very cheap if I compare to that. For the 2 nights, actually he slept there for 3 nights. Yes, I think he slept there for 3 nights. So at the end of our hospital, we paid less than $600. He was inpatient. He was, getting all these medications. He was in a room, in a bed, and still, after all that, we paid less than $600. And also, if children become sick, like they have cold or they get hurt, and you just took them to the ER or just took them to a clinic. As far as I've seen it, the most that we paid for each visit is like $10, and that's really cheap. So that's not even bad. So you can live here without having an insurance, and the money that you took the children, it's still not, it will not be very expensive. It's gonna be very affordable, inshallah. And also the medications in here, it's not too expensive. My children took inhalers and stuff because 2 of my children have asthma, and after I get everything, it's like less than $40, and I get those a lot, so that's also not too bad, alhamdulillah. That's all I would like to share with you today, inshallah. If you think this video is very beneficial, please hit the like button and leave a comment in the below. If you wanted to see more videos like this, and if you have any questions about Egypt, let me know in the comments, please. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button so that you are able to see the next videos that I make, inshallah. Until I see you guys again, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.